crashing, hit a wall. Right now I need a miracle. Hurry up now, I need a miracle. Stranded, reaching out. I call your name but you're not around.
So in January I got to attend the FFR boot camp in Paris with 19 other YouTubers. It was kind of like a clear skin boot camp for 3 days in the city of love and effortlessly chic women in baguettes. It was an incredible 3 days, a complete dream come true in literally every single aspect of the word and every aspect of the trip. I got to watch Effaclar being made in actual scientific labs, which was absolutely insane. I am like kind of low-key a science geek, so watching that kind of stuff being made in person was unreal. I got to pick the brain of a French dermatologist by the name of Dr. Beaulieu, and pretty much got to ask him a bunch of questions that I personally was interested in regards to acne, why it happens, how we can avoid it. Up until a year and a half ago, I would say, I struggled with acne myself. My acne was so bad that I got picked on in the hallways. People literally screamed out the name of like anti-acne skin treatments to me instead of saying my name. Modeling agencies would always tell me, Sonya, you need to work on your acne. And it comes to the point where you're aware of it, you know what's going on in your face. You're not oblivious to the fact that you have acne, and you're also not oblivious to the fact that you should be curing it, and you feel guilty in a way because it's like, well, I tried this and I tried that and I tried this and I saw this dermatologist, but nothing's helping. And it gets to this point of like helplessness almost, and that drives a lot of people to depression. I think the most important thing is to understand why it happens. So that's why I'm here today. So consider this like a game of broken telephone. I sucked up all this information from a French dermatologist and I'm passing it on to you, so listen carefully. What is acne? Like with any disease, any situation, any problem in life, you need to understand the cause before you start healing the problem. You can't just run to a drugstore and buy an anti-acne treatment, just anyone off the shelf that you think looks pretty, and then use it and expect to have no acne the next day. Every single person has a different type of acne, and in fact your acne might be so complicated that there might be 2 different types of acne going on. So you need to really diagnose and realize what the cause and what the specific problem is, and then go in with the treatment. So first of all, I want to share that 72% of teenagers have acne and 41% of adult women have acne. So you're not alone, you're not weird, you're not deformed. This is more common than we actually think and would like to realize. Not everybody has beautiful skin, you're not weird, believe me. We've all been there, and if we haven't been there, there's a very good chance that we will get there. Because acne can actually creep up on you in your late 20s and your 30s. So there's 2 types of acne, retentional and inflammatory. Retentional acne are blackheads and whiteheads, and inflammatory acne are pimples that are red and inflamed. But the catch is that you can actually have both types of acne, so it's important in that case to consult a dermatologist to find out what the right treatment for you is. But 2 over-the-counter ingredients that have been known to help retentional acne are salicylic acid, and if you have inflammatory acne, what's been known to help is benzoyl peroxide. The thing is, when you're a teenager, your body is still developing, your hormone levels are still developing. They're going up and down, trying to balance themselves out to when you're an actual adult. So more often than not, when you're a teenager and you have acne, it's more likely a progesterone, estrogen, and testosterone imbalance in the body. So this is why when a lot of females take the contraceptive pill, it actually seizes their acne for the time being because it regulates the hormones. Also, let's get it clear that acne does not mean that you don't wash your face. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. If you have an overproduction of sebum, you'll end up with inflammatory acne by the name of cystic acne, which is basically bacteria being fed by the sebum. Cystic acne is probably and arguably the worst type of acne to have because it's deep, it's painful, and it's more likely than any other type of acne to leave scars. Then there's textural acne, which is a non-inflammatory retentional type of acne that is just basically leaves several small little bumps on your skin surface. This is actually the type of acne that I suffered with for my entire adolescence, and what I found really helped me with my textural problems, especially on my forehead. I had a lot of textural bumps, like little pores, clogged pores that rose above on my forehead. And sometimes down here, and actually I had cystic acne all over my shoulders and my chest and my back at one point. And what really helped me get rid of this was actually doing light therapy at a spa. Also, if you suffer with this type of acne, lasers can be incredibly useful. But basically a lot of light therapy lasers really helped me get rid of this, as well as using a very good skincare treatment every day and being consistent and patient with it. Other types of retentional acne are whiteheads, which are basically closed comedones, and then there's blackheads, which are oxidized whiteheads. As many of you may know, psychological stress may actually be a huge cause of your acne because stress releases the hormone cortisol, which increases oil production in the skin. There's topical and oral treatments. Topical treatments include washes and creams that are left on your skin, and oral treatments, as many of you may know, include antibiotics and isotretinoin. In order to be prescribed an anti-inflammatory drug like isotretinoin, you need to be prescribed it from your dermatologist, and you need to be aware, and your dermatologist needs to tell you verbally all of the different side effects and symptoms that can come about from this very harsh drug. Both oral and topical medications can have side effects, and you just need to be aware of them. There's also a thing called physical therapy, which would include acne microsurgery, which is like an exfoliation. It's not as intimidating as it sounds. There's no surgery involved. I actually do physical therapy at a dermatologist's office, so what she does is she does extractions with this little machine. She extracts the comedones. But again, make sure that you do this at an actual cosmetologist's office and you don't extract the pimples yourself, because that will just lead to horror stories, and we all know it, horror stories of bleeding and scars and things that we don't want. It's better to have a pimple than to have a scar for the rest of your life. So leave it or go to a cosmetologist. To reduce inflammation acne, the most affordable, easiest treatment that you can find without getting a prescription is called benzoyl peroxide. An example of a product that uses benzoyl peroxide and is over-the-counter Effaclar Acne Kit. You cleanse with the medicated gel cleanser, which is the first step, and the gel cleanser contains salicylic acid, which helps clear blackheads and whiteheads. And then the second step is toning with the clarifying solution. And the clarifying solution contains glycolic acid, which helps to exfoliate the skin, removing debris from the pores. Then you treat with the Effaclar Duo, which is personally my absolute favorite product. It contains benzoyl peroxide, so it penetrates the pores and clears blemishes. Also, what's great about this kit is that it doesn't contain a single scrub, which are actually detrimental if you have acne. This line has exclusive lipohydroxy acid, or LHA. It's a micro exfoliating agent, so it's going to be gentle on the skin, but at the same time get the job done. And one of my new favorite products that they let me try out when I was in Paris was the BB Blur. It's perfect if you have oily skin because it's kind of like a foundation and a BB cream. Also a great product for covering your breakouts because it won't clog the pores and create even worse of a situation. It made me so happy when I was in Paris and I was looking through all of your Instagram comments about people saying that Effaclar was actually the product that helped them. It's beautiful to like be on a trip and be collaborating with a brand, but at the same time thoroughly believe in it so much, because I was somebody that actually started using Effaclar when I was about 15, 16. It's refreshing to see that it's also saved so many of your guys' skin, so I'm happy. If you have a beautiful story to share with me about your experience with Effaclar, then leave it in the comments below. I hope this video shed some light on acne and you guys learned something new. Thank you so much. If you want to become an Effaclar ambassador, you can actually go to www.beclearbootcamp.com and you can receive a year's supply of Effaclar if you sign up and pass as an Effaclar ambassador. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.